Hey Chemagicians, today we will be continuing our previous topic, aldol reaction and aldol condensation. See, aldol condensation are of three types: crossed aldol, intramolecular aldol and intermolecular aldol. So what exactly the difference between these three are? In crossed aldol, the alkyl group of the two compounds of the two aldehydes, or maybe two ketones, or maybe one aldehyde, one ketone, in them the alkyl group is different. Alright, so maybe it can happen that we have ethanol and another compound is propanol. So it can happen, right? So this type of reaction is crossed aldol. Alright, so in which two type of other compounds are combined. The reaction is intramolecular aldol reaction, in which we have two carbonyl sites in the same compound. So what exactly happens is base comes, takes the proton, and it reacts the carbonyl present within the compound, which is known as intramolecular aldol reaction, right? We will be discussing it with some examples. So next is intermolecular aldol reaction, in which the exact same compounds are taken and they combine together, right? And this is the type of reaction we discussed earlier in our previous video. If you haven't seen it yet, you can go and check it. So now we will be discussing some examples so that you can have a good command on this topic. This type of reaction is intermolecular aldol reaction, because we don't have any other carbonyl site in the same compound, and we don't have any other compound with which it can react. So it is not cross aldol reaction, it is not intramolecular aldol reaction, but it is intermolecular aldol reaction. So what exactly happens is hydroxide ion attacks the acidic proton, which is adjacent to carbonyl. This is carbonyl site, and adjacent to it is alpha carbon, and alpha hydrogen is acidic in nature. We have discussed it earlier also. So hydroxide ion attacks that hydrogen, and a negative charge is accumulated over it, right? And another compound comes, first it is in resonance. Right? Another compound comes, this O negative comes back and attacks this carbonyl site, which is pi antibonding, right? And this is formed. Right? And then this O negative gets protonated with the water in vicinity, and OH is formed, and then again OH minus comes, takes the proton, and this group this OH leaves by even Cb mechanism. This is all we have discussed earlier also. But see, what I'm trying to say here is, if you are preparing for any entrance exam, so I will suggest you to not follow this mechanism. Just see it in our previous video, learn it from there, and start using short tricks. So what exactly is a short trick? Let's see. You have this, right? If you know that this does not have any other carbonyl site in the compound, there is no other compound other than this in the vicinity, and you know this is intermolecular aldol reaction, so you don't have to do anything. You just take this in your mind, put another compound under it, and remove this H2O molecule. Remove this H2O molecule, and so basically what I'm saying is, this you have this, right? See, these two hydrogen and this oxygen is getting removed, that is, water is removed, and a double bond is formed between those two carbon. So this is a short trick which you can apply while doing aldol reactions. The reaction we are going to discuss here is intramolecular aldol reaction. So how do we know that this is intramolecular aldol reaction? See, this is aldehyde group and this is ketone group. So we have two carbonyl sites in the same compound, which means that there is possibility of one species attacking the other, right? Let's see how. So we have this. CH3, CH3 and COH, aldehyde, right? So see, if the base comes, we will see where is the acidic proton, right? This proton is not acidic because this cannot leave. If this leaves, that means a negative charge is generated here, which is not possible. So this does not leave. This carbon does not have any hydrogen. This carbon has hydrogens and this carbon also has hydrogens. So the hydroxide ion will take proton either from here or from here, right? Let's figure out from where the proton is abstracted. See, if the hydroxide ion takes proton from this side, that means the ring formed will be 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon ring, which is a triangle, which is cyclopropane type ring, right? Which has got so much angle strain in it, right? But if the proton is abstracted from this side, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon ring, that means angle strain is reduced, and we very well know that 5-membered ring is more stable than 3-membered ring. So which is more prone for hydroxide to take the proton? Not this side but this side. Alright, so what happens is this. Let me just rewrite the compound and explain you. CH3 2 and CHO. So this is it. So hydroxide takes proton from here, okay, CH2 minus CO. Right now it conjugates here, but I'm not showing that step, so it just attacks here, right? This, and a 5-membered ring is formed. I'm showing it here. 5-membered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on first carbon we have O negative and H, right? On second carbon we have 2 CH3 groups. On third carbon we have CH. On fourth carbon we have carbonyl, right? And on fifth carbon. So this is the thing which is formed, right? So this was it. O negative, 2 CH3 groups and 1 carbonyl. So what happens now? This negative, this is protonated by water. I'm sorry. 2 methyl groups and carbonyl. So this is OH, right? Another OH minus hydroxide comes, takes this proton, and hydroxide leaves. So this is formed. So this is it. Again, it is very tough to follow the mechanism while you are sitting in any entrance exam, right? So let's see what we can do. That's the question. So what will we do? We will just see. The proton can be abstracted from either here or here, right? And as I said before, this ring, if two hydrogen and one oxygen is removed from here, a cyclopropane type ring will be formed. Sorry, propene type ring will be formed, which will be less stable. So the proton will be abstracted from here. So you don't have to do anything. Just make a 5-membered ring. 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5, right? So face the aldehyde here. The water is removed from here. And let me just mark these. 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5. So there is oxygen. We have 2 methyl group on 4. So 2 methyl groups are here, and there is nothing on third carbon. There is 1 carbonyl on second, right? So see, water is removed and double bond is formed. It is very easy to remember this. 2Me, 1 oxygen. Easy. See another example, which is of cross aldol reaction. See, we have two different compounds here, hence we call it cross aldol reaction, right? Now again, we will not be going for the mechanism, as I have told you earlier also. If you are preparing for any entrance exam, there is no need to go with the mechanism, but I have also made a video with the mechanism which is uploaded on my channel. If you want to learn the mechanism, you can see it from there. Okay, what we have to note here is that this compound does not have any alpha hydrogens. See, this is not alpha hydrogen, and this is also not, this carbon does not have any hydrogen at all, right? So this compound does not have any hydrogens, alpha hydrogens, right? But this compound has alpha hydrogens. That means hydrogens have to be taken from here, right? Not from here. So see, what will we do? As I said earlier also, just place the carbonyl under the alpha hydrogen moiety, and this is it, right? Remove 2 hydrogens from here, 1 oxygen from here, and join the 2 carbons with a double bond, right? This is 1 hydrogen left, right? 1 hydrogen left, pH and hydrogen. pH is phenyl ring. This is it, done. So if you are preparing for any entrance exams, this is the best method to do this. Thank you for watching. Stay connected.